I think it's important to spend the majority of our energy, because the reality is some part of your energy has to be what you don't want anymore, right? Which we're all saying we're done with the 2020 experience. But more of your energy must be focused on what you want. Pivot with a sense of ownership, even in the change, because you're a leader, whether you're leading the plan you wrote or the plan you had to change, you're still a leader. And what I saw a lot of people surrender in 2020, they surrendered their leadership. And that's the last thing you want to do. And I'm saying a leader if you're a stay-at-home mom, a leader if you are, organizing school, virtual schooling, a leader if you are an entrepreneur, a leader if you work for someone else. A leader is a leader regardless of the role that you play in life. And a lot of people set down their leadership and they became a victim to the social injustice, a victim to the political chaotic climate, a victim to the pandemic. And I go, no, I'm inside of all that as well. I'm a leader in it. And as a leader right now, sometimes I have to lead my emotions because that's all I got control of right now. Lead my home environment. I need to lead my health and wellness. I read his book when I was 25 years old, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I'm sure you know about it probably. And in that book, he talked about how people feeling out of control, you're feeling out of control because most people spend 80% of their time in their circle of concern. You want to feel like you're in charge of your life, shift to spend 80% of your time in your circle of influence. Now that list is shorter, what you can influence. The list is much shorter, what you can influence, than the list of what you can be concerned about, just for the record. So let's just say, for sake of examples, you got 100 things you can be concerned about, but you have 10 things you can influence. It doesn't mean you spend your time in the 100. It means you spend 80% of your time focused on the 10. Mm-hmm. Allows me to navigate through this with my sanity and still understanding that you are the driver in your life. You are the driver. No, you can never slide over to the passenger seat and then still want a great life for you or get in the back seat. You have to stay behind the steering wheel. What do I get to do because I can't leave? What do I get to do? I created more online business. I created family rituals. I've been wanting to sit and have dinner at the same time for years, where you all pray. I've watched that. It happens at Christmas and at Thanksgiving, but it doesn't happen on a Wednesday night. I have to do a daily or weekly gratitude. Mm-hmm. And my gratitude cannot cost more than $25. So I'm not going to be grateful for my car or grateful for my home, though I'm grateful to have a home. My gratitude are normally things that are free. So get into a habit of just reciting. I do it while I'm brushing my teeth. I don't take out time and sit in Zen mode. That's not me. I'll go crazy. My head will start thinking about projects. I'm also a big Post-it paper person where I'll put in different colors. I love 5-6 different colors. I'm grateful for the lessons I learned in 2020. I learned patience. I learned stillness. I learned consistency in working out and prayer. I learned how to connect with my family via Zoom. I learned some Zoom family connection games. Gratitude and anxiety can't live in the same space. Tightening up about something, I go to gratitude, because gratitude, I don't know how it does this, but biologically, gratitude just makes you take deeper breaths. You can't feel stress while you're taking a deep breath. I learned that years ago from a biologist major, and he's like, you know what, you should take deep breaths. And so I choose to not just breathe. I choose to go to gratitude, and gratitude causes me to breathe, and breathe causes anxiety to leave. People get caught up in the fact that they were knocked down. And I always say, don't plan to be knocked down, but expect that it comes in life. Focus on the bounce back. Don't put energy on what knocks you down. Give energy to what gets you up and how many times you've gotten up. Because if you look back and you focus on how many times you've been knocked down, the divorce, the health challenge, the financial challenge, but you look at all the times you've bounced back, you'll start trusting your bounce back muscle more. Like, if there's anything I want to encourage you to do in 2021, is trust your bounce back muscle more. Because if you're listening to me, if you can see my smiling face or hear my voice, then you bounce back. You're bouncing back. You're either in the process of bouncing back or you bounce back. And so the first bounce back muscle is the understanding muscle. And that is the ability to stay parked right between, picture yourself in a parking lot and you're the car, and you're parked between fluid and flexible. That when you can do that, when you can go, okay, hold on, life happens. There's my plan and then there's the plan, right? You expand your compassion for yourself and for others, that innately moves into your forgiveness muscle. Like it triggers so much. It's such the foundation. Understanding allows us to, with more understanding, we talk across cultural lines kinder. We're more loving across different religious lines or spiritual lines. We embrace those of different financial statuses. With your understanding muscle, it's the foundation to empathy, compassion, and care. Now, here's what I really believe about the understanding muscle, is that it first benefits you. You actually start out by being kinder to yourself. And then who you are to you spills over into who you are to everyone around you. So that understanding muscle is key, because otherwise you got the consultant in your head telling you, remember that last thing you did, it sure wasn't smart. And then sometimes if you don't manage a consultant, you have the committee in your head. So with your understanding muscle, you can stop the chatter. You silence the negative nanny. You go, no. I did the best I could with what I had. And when I know more, I'll do more. When I learn more, I'll do better. But I did my 100. If the court of law will let an accused murderer off because of lack of evidence, and the court of law will free a woman because of proper evidence, then I'm going to invite you to look for the evidence already done. Evidence is so powerful that it rules the court of law. Allow evidence to also rule some of your judgment. So look for evidence of you making it through difficult times. Look for evidence of you bouncing back. Don't be subjective about it. Like, just look at evidence. Just like start writing it down. This is what I do. I start, okay, why am I perfect for such a time as this? Why can I get through this? Ask the question, because the quality of your answers will be based on the quality of your question. Where's the evidence that I can get through this time? Where have I shown up before when it was difficult? Ask that question. And what muscle in my character was developed that I now have? What did I do last year that blew my own mind? What did I do in 2020 that blew my own mind that I didn't think I could do? In what ways? I'm not going to promote this to anyone, but let me just write it down. Let me write it down so I can read it. So bet on you. Here's what I love. Don't bet on the horse. The horse is how life is feeling. What's happening around you. That's the horse. Always, always bet on the jockey. You are an unrepeatable miracle. You're an unrepeatable miracle. To create you took an act of, dare I say, an act of God to create you. And you were brought here to be infectious with who you are. You were given the light that's in you, the love that's in you, the joy that emanates from you. You were given that so that people who cross your path can feel it. Like, that's what you were given. And each day you wake up in 2021, wake up with the statement, I am whole and complete as is. I am whole and complete as is. I woke up enough. The quality of my day, The experiences of my day don't get to define my joy. My joy is defined by me, and then I navigate through the experiences accordingly. So don't look for the day to make you happy. Step into the day joyful and be infectious of the day. Don't check the temperature of the room and then you adjust the thermometer to the temperature of the room. Walk into the room and be the thermostat. And you can quietly be the thermostat. You can prayerfully be the thermostat. You can gently be the thermostat, or you can boldly be the thermostat. And then I invite you, sis, brothers, I invite you, walk through life as the lighthouse in 2021. Be the lighthouse. And what I know and what you know about the lighthouse is the lighthouse doesn't wait for the boats to enter into the waters to turn the lighthouse on. The lighthouse is the lighthouse even when there's no ships in the ocean. They just be the lighthouse. And remember this, all things are drawn to the light. So if as many people who are hurting or chaotic are, in darkness, if they're drawn to you, just like the people who are light and loving, just understand it's because all things are drawn to the light. Be the light. You're enough. You've always been enough. You get to always get better, bolder, bigger. You get to always grow and expand. But you will always wake up enough of who you need to be today. And just remind yourself of that. And don't worry about the likes to anything you post on social media, because the one like that matters every day is, do you like you? Do I like me? Every other like on social media is bonus. You're the like that matters.